do you have any experiences here in Baltimore before your first fall assembly in 2001?
Yeah, you got to remember, I'm a student of American Catholic history. I was able to go back to the Catholic University of America in Washington, D.C. to do my doctorate, and it was in the history of the Catholic Church in the United States. So I was here a lot.
Okay.
You could call it almost field trips, coming here and studying the place. I'm so grateful, because that was way back when, late 70s, early 80s. And to see the great work of repair and restoration that's gone on is phenomenal. I'm so grateful to what Cardinal Keeler did and to all the benefactors. And then you remember Cardinal O'Brien asked me to come speak in 2008 at the bicentennial of the Diocese of Baltimore becoming the Archdiocese of Baltimore, our first Archdiocese in 2008. He asked me to give a talk on John Carroll, so I was here then. So I've been here a lot. It's like coming home.
Does the city hold any particular meeting for you, since this is where you were elected president of the Bishops' Conference, and it sounds like it certainly does?
Well, thank you for presuming those would be happy memories. Baltimore holds pleasant memories as an American because it's so historic, as a Catholic American because it's our first diocese, as a priest because when I was a graduate student at the Catholic University of America, I used to help on weekends at Our Lady of the Fields out in Millersville, which is a parish within the Archdiocese of Baltimore. So I've always felt close here. And sure, you bet there's happy memories. And I am so happy that the Bishops' Conference returned to the Archdiocese of Baltimore for its fall meeting every November. How appropriate. This is where it started, right?
Okay, wonderful. What changes have you seen in Baltimore since you first came here?
Well, I mentioned one, the magnificent restoration and repair of the cathedral. And that seems to be an icon of the great renewal that I see throughout the city. I mean, Baltimore is just an extraordinarily pleasant, welcoming, bright city. I'm from New York, and we have one too. But as you know, sadly, there aren't too many cities in the United States where you like to live downtown and where you feel a sense of invitation to walk the streets and to enjoy the history and the shops and the people. Baltimore is one of those cities, and there aren't too many, so hallelujah.
Okay. During your tenure at the helm of the USCCB, what progress are you most pleased with, and how do you think where do you think the USCCB has the most work to do?
You know, it's interesting. As you look back after my 3 short years as president, you begin to thank God for some little things. And one of them is that we've now started the tradition of returning here for our opening Mass. This is the beginning of a restoration of a tradition. That's something I'm grateful for. We also, in the administrative board meetings, which meet between the general sessions, so we meet in September and we meet in March, the administrative board has one of its opening masses at the shrine, the Basilica Shrine of the Basilica of the Shrine of the Immaculate Conception of Washington, D.C., another historic spot. You look back and you just see a couple of those simple things. Oh, there are other matters of pastoral concern and all that we've talked about, but it's somewhat, to me, it's interesting that as I come to the end, it's those small little things that seem to have made a difference.
You've been known to talk about loving various foods, and what is your favorite restaurant here, and what do you like to order?
Well, listen, I like anywhere there's crab cakes, okay? I like, I was fascinated with crab cakes, and in the summer, I'm very fond of Maryland tomatoes and corn on the cob. All right?
Okay, thank you.
So if somebody hears this and invites me to a restaurant, count me in.
Okay.
All right? Way to go.